Hey everybody, this is Travis out in NorCal. Just a little video here I'm going to put together about my CUB Cadet ZT1. It's got the Kohler engine on it with the 54-inch stamp deck. I've seen a few videos about guys that have put their opinion on this mower and what it's about. But most of them I've seen only have like one or two mows on it. And I'm not sure if that's really a good basis to really judge this mower. I've got 175 hours on it now, and I've been mowing with it for about 5 years. And I just wanted to give my opinion on kind of what this mower is and some modifications that I've done to it as well that kind of make it a little more user friendly for people and make it a little more enjoyable to mow. So yeah, let's get into it. I'll talk about the modifications, and one other thing I'm going to go over too is on the ZT1, there's a little bit of some false information out there about the transmissions and servicing them. You can service these transmissions. They don't have drains on them, but they do have a fill plug that you can extract oil out and service them and replenish the hydraulic fluid. So that's something that I'll talk about as well. So let's dive into it, and I'll go over the mower and give you my final thoughts on it. All right, let's talk about this CUB Cadet, the ZT1. Just a little bit of information on this. It's a 2020 model. It has 175 hours on it. It's got the Kohler 24 horsepower engine with the 54-inch stamp deck. So the first thing I had problems with this mower, and probably one of the biggest issues with this mower, was just front tires going flat consistently. So these tires, I ended up just getting tubes put in them, and that solved the problem. I haven't had a flat tire now for 2 years. So highly recommend just taking it to a mower shop, having to put some tubes in the front. Second thing I did was I added this bracket here and mounting for some trimming shears, some head shears. I mow next to blackberries and under oak trees, and sometimes I'll just get some low hanging branches. It's nice to be able to get out, make a trim real quick, and then hop back on the mower. The next thing I did, which I probably recommend the most, is the suspension seat, which mounts right at the bottom here. A lot of guys have put these on their mowers, and 100% makes a big difference for the ride quality. It's well worth the money. They're about 170 bucks on Amazon, and you can bolt them up in different configurations, but highly recommend it. Next thing on this mower is just talk about the transmission service. If you look down here, you'll see a hole right here. There's one on this side of the engine, and there's also one down by the fuel filter right there. Those are the caps right there to service your transmissions. So you can remove that cap, extract the oil out with any type of pump extractor, and just put in what you took out. And 2050 is what they recommend. You can use 1550 or 2050 synthetic oil for that. The engine, I mean, the only thing I've done to this motor is just I put a new air cleaner on it and changed the oil annually. So it's been rock solid. The last thing I did too for this mower is I added some LED lights, which you can see. There's the lights on the mower. I have some lower lights here, some side marker lights that I added, and they really do help at night if you mow late in the evening or almost at dark. It gets hot here in Northern California, so I end up mowing at night sometimes. And I've had these on for 5 years now, and I've never had a problem I've had one battery replaced in this mower in 5 years, so it does not seem to be a problem at all. But those are the basic modifications I did for this thing, and those little things, they do help make the mower a little easier to drive and more enjoyable to mow. Oh, one other thing I wanted to mention too that I did do on this mower was the blades. I ended up switching to a mulching blade about a year after I had this mower, and I'll never go back to a standard blade again. The mulching blades, for those that aren't familiar with the mulching blade, you can see the difference in the blades. It has the 3 splines in the back, and they're tapered upward. So not only do they cut the lawn up much better, but they also discharge it at a much better efficiency than the standard blades. You can get these on Amazon. I think this set cost me like 40 bucks, and they lasted like I don't know, 3 years, and I just sharpened them every year. That's part of my spring maintenance. I just resharpen my blades, but highly recommend going with the mulching blade, and I think you'll be surprised on how much more efficient the mower mows. Okay, so hopefully that just gives you a little review of what I did on this mower to make it a little more user-friendly for people to use. My final thoughts on this mower. So this mower is a entry-level residential mower. I've heard some people say, you know, if you have more than an acre or two, you shouldn't get this mower. That I don't think is a true statement. I think it's more about what you're mowing. If you're mowing your lawn and you do a weekly mow and it's, you know, 3-4 inches tall and you're up on it all the time, this mower, I mean, I wouldn't hesitate to mow 5 acres with it, to be honest with you. Now, if you're mowing a lawn that gets to be a foot tall, then this is definitely probably not the mower for you. You know, you're gonna need something with a little more power and maybe like a tow behind PTO from a tractor or something, because this is definitely good for a shorter lawn that's maintained on a weekly basis. But I mean, I don't have any regrets buying this mower. I mean, I paid $3,200 for it back in 2020. I had pretty much no problems with this thing at all, other than the flat tires I used to get every now and then, and putting the tubes in it just eliminated that problem. But overall, it's been, you know, it's 175 hours. I do oil changes annually, which is, you know, 30 to 40 hours per year, and put a new air filter on it every year. And I haven't touched spark plugs or anything. I mean, the thing's just rocking. So yeah, thumbs up for the CUB Cadet. I mean, if you're looking for a good residential mower, and like I said, it meets those parameters as far as like what you're actually mowing, then I think this is a great mower, and I would not have any problems recommending it to anybody. So that's my thoughts. Hope everybody is well, and happy mowing this summer. Take care.